Happy Friday, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back. I'm your friendly neighborhood PM here to give you your top 3 market points of the week. Now, the week was not nearly as chaotic as the last couple that we've had, but nonetheless, we're going to dive right in and get you onto your weekend. So at point number 3 is the budget-friendly airline, Spirit Airlines, potentially filing for bankruptcy protections. So since the merger between Spirit and Frontier Airlines, another budget-friendly carrier, fell through, Spirit has been struggling to survive, and then they are now on the threshold of bankruptcy. After announcing that they may have to enter bankruptcy protections, their stock fell over 50% just earlier this week in a single day. Now, if Spirit ceases to exist, this will allow other carriers to pick up those routes and potentially raise prices on those as well. So a lot of time to still work this out, but we'll keep you updated as this progresses. Point number 2, it was newly elected President Donald Trump coming out and announcing that he's planning to kill the EV tax credit. Now, there is currently an EV tax credit of about $7,500, helping to facilitate the adoption and purchase of EV vehicles. So you get a little bit of a tax break when you buy an electric vehicle. Now, this was a key component of President Biden's Inflation Reduction Act. So removing that has material impacts to battery makers and electric car makers such as Tesla, which on the news when this was announced, Tesla fell over 5% yesterday. So this would have massive implications to a lot of the EV market as these subsidies continue to get peeled off under the new administration. And then finally, point number 1, you probably guessed it, it is inflation. So CPI data came in relatively flat, both month over month and year over year, but that was largely in line with a lot of economists' expectations. So no major surprises there. However, Chairman Jerome Powell did come out in an interview yesterday and was very adamant about the strength in the underlying economy and pretty much said that the Fed is not in a large hurry to cut interest rates. So that initial 50 basis point cut that we saw a couple months ago is not going to be the norm. And if anything, it'll be a much more cautious approach. As Chairman Powell has liked to say in the past, he wants to remain data dependent. However, we are still seeing it to be likely that there's going to be a 25 basis point cut in December. But there's still about a month out from that, and there's a lot of data to process. So we'll keep you updated as we get closer to that date. That does it for your top 3 points this week. What are we looking to for next week? Well, we're going to pivot back to earnings because it's NVIDIA reporting on the 20th. Everybody knows them. They are the semiconductor darling, the AI crown jewel. So as they go, the market's going to have quite the reaction. So we're going to keep you updated on that one after they report and the guidance that they issue. Once again, that's this week's video. If you have any additional questions, please reach out to your financial advisor or dig into the written week in review. But as always, go and enjoy your weekend, and we will see you the same time next week. Thanks again. Bye.